Ba weep grana weep niddy bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today we check out Funbie Studios' filthy flesh creature. Newage looks like it's releasing the Hounds. We also take a look at Hasbro's latest release, where it looks like they've forgotten about the back. And the Fanstoys Ultra Magnus looks like it will give good head. All this and much more coming up in the next few minutes.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
So kicking off today with Funbie Studios. And Funbie Studios usually releasing robots and also accessories that Hasbro just don't. But today, they're taking a slightly different path and they're releasing this filthy flesh creature. So this is the character from Transformers Animated. This is Sari from Transformers Animated. So if you are looking for a little bit of a human companion for some of your animated figures, you can have one. And that's how it scales with them. Obviously, with this being 3D printed, you can scale it up, you can scale it down however you want. Links in the description for how to get in contact with Funbie Studios and stuff like this. Devcon seems to be all the rage at the moment, which is the Autobot bounty hunter from G1 continuity, and even Jizaitoys is getting in on the action and making, well, we say making, we always see these things, but we're never sure of where to get them from. But this is coming from Jizaitoys, and this is also going to come with Slizado. So Slizado also from the same episode, looking a little bit sketchy. Obviously, he's pretty 3D printed. There's no paint, but it's very interesting to see this alternative version that's out there if you want to take a look at how to get it. I don't know how you'll ever get the plans and stuff because I don't think Jizaitoys ever release anything. One of the best figures in the current Transformers Legacy line is definitely Hasbro's take on Tarn. But can it be better? Can it go better? Yes, it can. Go better. Have this fantastic looking upgrade kit for your Tarn. Filler pieces, different looking kind of weapons, and all kinds of things to make your Tarn just look that little bit different, look that little bit more premium. And you can see the difference between the two here. All of the bits that it's going to fill in, little bits of ports and holes that Hasbro just loosely leave there, let's be fair, and it just adds maybe a little bit more heft and bulk to him as well. And I think this is a really great looking upgrade kit. As always, these upgrade kits do cost a little bit. I don't know the price on this, but it's usually about the same price as the original figure, so it's whether or not you want to spend that much on a Hasbro figure. Personally, I probably won't, although I do believe that this does look pretty damn good to what is already a pretty damn good looking figure. Another figure that this time DNA are releasing an upgrade kit for is the MPM Nemesis looking Prime. So this is the Masterpiece version of the Prime from the movies, but this Nemesis take, and it's going to add a little bit of height to this dude, and I think it actually really improves the look of this one. Again, gives it what looks like a little bit more heft and a little bit more height, as you already forked out for this because it was a Masterpiece version, so it was quite expensive. I do think this one definitely adds value. If I did own this figure, this is definitely an upgrade kit I would be looking at because I think that this adds a lot. Something we've not spoke about for a while on this channel are beast boxes. Basically, boxes that turn into beasts, and I do not care what anyone says. For me, these are the modern day take on Rock Lords, because Rock Lords were useless when they were in their alt mode, and so are these. Now, these beast boxes are always pretty original. They do some very interesting things, and this one for me is one of the most interesting ones that I've seen for a while. The pig mode for this is fantastic. I want to grab this just to see that transformation into the box, to see how that all works out. And I do say from these pictures as well, I love the Disney Timon and Pumbaa reference as we go through this. Gotta love that. The best cell shader in the business, Lek, is currently working on Metroplex, and look at how this is going. absolutely phenomenal. The cell shading that this guy is able to achieve is just absolutely fantastic. These things always just look like they've stepped straight out of the cartoon or even off an IDW comic, whichever one you want, but I absolutely adore this guy's work. He has a YouTube channel. I know I keep pushing and pushing for everybody to go look at it. Go and look at it. His YouTube channel is criminally undersubscribed and underviewed. Go watch it right now, where he shows step by step how he does all of these. I'm amazed every single time that I watch it. Links down in the description. Newage are gearing up to release Hound. And I should be over the moon, because anybody that watches this channel knows that Newage are pretty much my favorite Transformers third-party company. Well, let's be fair, Hasbro are not my favorite Transformers company, so they are my favorite Transformers company, full stop. And where I buy, I would say currently about 90% of my Transformers come when they release. But this one, oh no, I clearly missed the mark on this one. When I first looked at it, I thought, oh, it's not too bad. But once I've looked at it for a while, yeah, it really starts to bug me. The first thing has to be these shoulders. Just look at the shoulders. Now, for me, these shoulders seem too low. They seem really too low on the body. And it just looks a little bit weird every single time I look at it. You come around the back of the bot as well, and for me again, it just doesn't quite look up to where Newage always is. And then there comes to the alt mode, and the alt mode, I don't necessarily think that those arms have great clearance from the floor, and they just look a little bit messy. I think it could have been a great looking bot, but I think this is one of the first Newages in a while that I'll be giving a miss. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Am I way off the mark here? Do the shoulders bother you as much as they bother me? Just let me know, because yeah, I was excited when I heard they were going to be releasing a Hound, and now maybe not. Last week we took a quick glimpse at Fanshobby's Overload, and we saw he's red and black. Yeah, he's red and black. That's what we saw of him in his bot mode. But now we see some of the alt modes and him attached to the trailer at the back. And it adds length. It's a lengthy truck. Now, if you want to display this on your shelf, you're probably going to have to build an extension on your house, right? And it looks good. But then when it gets combined in the full robot mode, I think this is where it really starts to come into its own. This looks incredible. I think Fanshobby, like I said in a previous video, really coming into their own, really finding their own little niche with these more anime-inspired figures that nobody else is really touching. And let's be fair, just releasing the best versions of these figures we've ever seen. Well done to Fanshobby. I think this is a fantastic looking addition to the line. Looks like Fanstoys are getting ready to release their take on the Headmaster Chromedome. Now, this is the Fanstoys 62 that will release who knows when, because Fanstoys release schedule is all over the place, so who knows when this will come, but right now this is looking fantastic. And if some of their last Headmasters are anything to go by, things like Chomp was fantastic figures, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one releases. But also they are getting ready to release an alt take on Ultra Magnus that will piss all over the version that X-Transbot's released, because this is a proper Ultra Magnus with an inner Prime type figure, but this is also coming with some of the best heads you've ever seen for an Ultra Magnus, including that one which I think was used on an IDW cover. I'm sure someone will tell me I'm wrong, where you have the half Ultra Magnus and the half inner core Prime-like figure in the middle. Fantastic, love the head that this thing is giving. I am all on this, and maybe one of the first Fanstoys figures that I pick up in a while. I don't have a Masterpiece size Ultra Magnus, but this one looks phenomenal. A lot of work looks like it's gone into this one. I'm excited. Let me know your thoughts on all this down in the comments. Are you a big lover of the head that this is giving? We are creeping out of those winter months and into the time when apparently, and I live in Manchester so it doesn't happen that often, but the world is going to get sunnier and sunnier. So as the world gets sunnier and sunnier, you need to protect your eyes and get yourself some sunglasses. And these are some Transformers inspired sunglasses from a company I have no idea because these were found on Weibo. If anyone knows what company are doing these, let me know. Over on Show Z, they love a good fourth party or KO version of Takara Masterpiece figures, and soon we're going to be getting a KO version of the Masterpiece Prowl. Now this looks pretty good, as did the original Masterpiece version. Obviously this is made by fourth party and will be KO, so buy at your own risk, but something that I do find with these KOs after a while, they do fix some of the problems that the original Takara releases had, and I found that certainly with a couple of the figures that I bought. So always worth a buy, see what it looks like, because it always looks good on your shelf, and usually it's about half the price. The Studio Series is going all gamified and harkening back to the land of the war for Cybertron, and we are now going to get some figures from that line. We already know these are bigger than the original ones that we got a while ago, and this Prime looked good until you look at the back. Why, Hasbro? Why have you forgotten to do something at the back? Looks like a good figure, but those hands just sticking out like that, that's lazy, man. One figure in the Legacy line that I am really looking forward to is Toxicron, coming from Hasbro, and this will be the box. So this is their, what was the Laser Prime originally, but now it's got its G2 Toxic, put my teeth back in, Toxic Avenger style paintwork on it, and the box is fantastic. That is a work of art in itself and looks like it's global hypercolor 90s rave, whoop whoop whoop, ready to go. Coming very soon is going to be the Transformers Legacy War Dawn 2 pack from Hasbro and Takara, and this is going to be Ariel and Dion. Brilliant. Looks good. Obviously one is a take on Cup and the other one is going to be just a repaint of, I believe this was the RC figure, that's going to be a bit of a repaint as well. All in all, looks okay. Not something I'm going to pick up, not two characters I'm really that interested in having on my shelf. Let me know if you're excited about it. I did see some people that were really excited about this one. Not really sure why. Rise of the Beasts is round the corner, which means on a weekly basis now we get more figure releases. We also get more look at the box art, and now we're looking at the main line here, so we got a good look at Airazor Cheetor and of course Bumblebee's packaging. We're also getting a look at a Universal Studios style Bumblebee that's going to be releasing very soon as well. Hasbro as always on this one, cheaped out because look at how nicely painted and silver the cannon on the top was on the back of the pack, and then of course when it comes it's just crappy plastic. Hasbro, gotta love them. And then finally, the Ark has landed, and the Ark is a restaurant. So the world's first Transformers restaurant is now apparently open. I'm going to try and find a few more images and maybe a little video inside it to try and report on that for next week. But these are the first images that I've been able to find, and it looks super cool. Definitely somewhere I would like to go and have something to eat. We also know what's on the menu and things like this, so maybe I'll do a full video just around this if I can cobble enough stuff together to do a special report on the first Transformers restaurant. Let me know your thoughts on that one down in the comments, and if you do watch this and you're from that part of the world, have you visited it? What was it like? Let me know. Inquiring minds, we want to know. So that is everything from me on this Transformers Saturday. Thanks as always for watching. Just to let you all know, this Transformers Tuesday there will be no video because again I am away with work, but I will be back by this time next week, so I will have something for you next Saturday. Alright team, thanks as always for your support. If you're new around here, think about giving me a like, a share and a subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright team, in a bit. Peace.